In this episode of Making Marbles with Matthew, I'm going to show you 10 Brazilian agate marbles that I've made. All these marbles have either been sold or in my private collection. This first marble is a Brazilian agate with deep brown colors, white bands, has a bullseye. It's really beautiful. I love the banding in this one. It's just really beautiful and clear and thick. It also has some translucency. This is another Brazilian marble that's purple. In close inspection, it has little specks in it. I really like the eye in it. I like the deltas and the white and red and purple banding. You can see the deltas in there. I really try hard to get deltas in my marbles. This is another Brazilian agate marble. It was made from the same piece that you just previously saw, but it has these neat swirls in it and cool patterns. Really pretty marble. All my marbles are about 3/4 of an inch. To get these marbles patterns like this, I usually cut them from a corner of the agate. This Brazilian agate is really translucent. It has really cool deltas in it and really nice banding. In the sunshine it looks really cool because it glows. I really love these kind of Brazilian agates. One of the things I like about Brazilian agate marbles is they come in a lot of varieties. There's another photograph of that marble. And this one I took in the sunshine so you can really see its shine and reflection. This one's like an old glass marble, but it's made Brazilian and it's very opaque, but it had really cool banding in it that I liked. It had little wavy bands, but it reminded me of like a piece of candy because it was opaque and tan with really neat bands in it. A pretty marble. This is one of my favorite marbles, this piece of agate. I made probably 10 to 12 marbles with it. I still have a couple in my collection, but it had red, yellow, purple, and white. And it had, some of them had these really cool deltas like this in it. It was just a beautiful piece. I wish I had a ton of this stuff because it made such beautiful marbles. But sometimes when you cut into one of these Brazilians, you never know what you're going to get. This is like I call this a clamshell because of the delta. It's so deep. And you'll see a photograph of this one where it really does look like a clamshell, where the clamshell is opened up. I love these kind of marbles that have the distinct color patterns that are a lot of contrast to the colors. This is a really pretty marble. It was made out of Brazilian agate, and it just had a really cool 3D effect. It has a little bit of that clamshell in there where it has a really big strong delta, but you can see the 3D depth in this marble right there in that photo. Super cool marble. Here's another Brazilian that's it's got just browns and whites in it, but it had this really cool crystal part, that little druzy crystal in there, and really fabulous marble. Normally I don't like that druzy in my marbles, but in this particular case it was really nice. Super cool marble. It has little tiny flecks in it that look cool. Here's another really cool marble that I made that had druzy in it as well. A Brazilian agate. Here's another Brazilian agate that has that clamshell look. It has the really strong deltas in it. It has some nice white lines in there, so it has some good contrast to it. Usually I have to cut these out of the corner. I say corner, but the edge of the marble. Not the marble, but the rough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Making Marbles with Matthew and seeing the many beautiful Brazilian agate marbles that I've made.